We'll put total leather and we'll get started. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over it. Position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for space. It's Holmes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
On the play. 2nd down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out. There he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Douglas. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a 1st down play. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Quick strike complete. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Holmes. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
With jet sweep pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the single back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They're bringing heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he added the extra point.
That makes the score Texas.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Douglas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into the... Right down the gut of the field. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now this offense is back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Florida State.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Longhorns will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Texas 14, Florida State 13.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Set to kick off.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And the Texas offense will take over.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Keeps the legs moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Buys a little time. Finds his big tight end. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now the toss. Breaks the tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need. all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive.
Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The short hands, it's Douglas. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Fires on the move. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Florida State 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice
touchdown, Noles! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Here comes the two-point try. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Uiagalelei. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Offense gets set for second down. Defense not showing press coverage. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 25. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but